Amazing Science. Listen to the video while reading the science short articles and choose the correct meaning of each word. 1. The amazing cell structure. Did you know that all living things are made of cells? A cell is like a tiny building block. Some creatures, like bacteria, have only one cell, but people and animals have millions. Inside a cell, there is a membrane that acts like a wall, keeping everything inside safe. The nucleus is like a brain, telling the cell what to do. The cytoplasm is a jelly-like liquid where different parts of the cell float. Isn't it amazing how small but important cells are? Questions? 1. What is a cell? Type of plant. A building block of life. A kind of food. A type of liquid. 2. What does the membrane do? It holds everything inside the cell. Fights bacteria. Creates energy. Moves the cell. 3. What is the nucleus like? A wall. A brain. Adored. A hand. 4. What is cytoplasm? A kind of jelly inside the cell. A strong wall. A tiny animal. A type of plant. 5. What does a cell do? A keep us alive. Make sound. C. Fly in the air. Break apart easily. 2. The superpowers of cell organelles. Every cell has special parts called organelles. They each have a job. The mitochondria are like power stations, making energy for the cell. The ribosomes help build proteins, which are important for our body. The endoplasmic reticulum is a network that moves things inside the cell. The Golgi apparatus packs and sends out important materials. All of these tiny parts help the cell work properly. Questions. 1. What are organelles? A special parts of a cell. A type of food. C. A kind of bacteria. An animal's skin. 2. What do mitochondria do? A make energy. Clean the cell. Protect the cell. Store food. 3. What do ribosomes help build? A. Rocks. Proteins. Aired water. 4. What does the endoplasmic reticulum do? It moves things inside the cell. Makes plants grow. Helps animals walk. Catches food. 5. What is the Golgi apparatus like? A post office that sends materials. A giant walk. A kind of plant. A type of bacteria. 3. How proteins or metaproteins are very important for our bodies. But how are they made? Inside a cell, DNA holds the instructions. The ribosomes read these instructions and use amino acids to build proteins. The RNA helps carry messages from the DNA to the ribosomes. Finally, proteins are sent to the Golgi apparatus, which packs them up and sends them where they are needed. Our bodies need proteins to grow and stay strong. Questions. 1. What does DNA do? It holds instructions for making proteins. Cleans the cell. Protects the skin. Makes plants grow. 2. What do ribosomes do? Read instructions and build proteins. Destroy bacteria. Store water. Create light. 3. What are amino acids? Building blocks of proteins, a type of sugar. A kind of bacteria. A part of a plant. 4. What is the job of RNA? Carry messages from DNA to ribosomes to keep the cell work. Break down food. Make energy. 5. What does the Golgi apparatus do? Packs and sends proteins. Controls the cell. Creates new cells. Catches sunlight. 4. The secrets of genetic shave. You ever wondered why you look like your parents? That's because of genes. Genes are tiny pieces of information inside your DNA. They decide things like your eye color, hair type, and even how tall you might be. Genes are found on chromosomes, which are like long strings inside the cell. When parents have children, they pass on some of their traits to them. This is called inheritance. That's why families often look alike. Questions. 1. What are genes? Tiny pieces of information in DNA. A type of rock. A kind of food. A part of a plant. 2. What is DNA? The instructions for our body. A kind of tree. A type of food. A piece of paper. 3. What are chromosomes? Long strings of DNA inside a cell. A type of toy. A group of animals. A type of cloud. 4. What are traits? Features we get from our parents. A kind of water. A type of cell. A part of the moon. 5. What is inheritance? A. The passing of traits from parents to children. A kind of energetic. A type of sports game. A food group. 5. The mystery of chromosomes. Our bodies are like a giant puzzle. and chromosomes are the pieces. Every human has 46 chromosomes, which carry DNA. These tiny structures are inside the nucleus of a cell. Chromosomes come in pairs, and they decide things like our gender, whether we are a boy or a girl. Scientists study chromosomes to understand how living things grow and change over time. Questions. 1. What are chromosomes? A pieces that carry DNA. A kind of book, a type of light. A part of a plant. 2. How many chromosomes do humans have? A 10b20c40601003. Where is DNA found? A inside chromosomes in the air on the skin. 4. What is the nucleus? A. The part of the cell that controls everything. A type of plant, a kind of rock. A part of the stomach. 5. What does gender decide? A whether someone is a boy or a girl. How tall someone is. What kind of food we liked. The color of the sky. 6. The secret code of amino acids. Proteins are built from amino acids, but how does the cell know which ones to use? It follows a special genetic code. This code is written in codons, which are groups of 3 bases in DNA. Each codon tells the cell to add a certain amino acid to the protein. Scientists have discovered that every living thing follows the same amazing code. Questions. 1. What are amino acids? A building blocks of proteins, a type of sugar. A kind of rock. A type of light. 2. What is a genetic code? Instructions for making proteins. A secret mosaic. A kind of weathered. A type of tree. 3. What are codons? A groups of 3 bases in DNA. A type of fish. A kind of song. A type of metal. 4. What are bases in DNA? The letters that make up the genetic code. A type of food. C. Kind of water. A type of animal. 5. What does a code do? It gives instructions. Makes light. Grows trees. Stops the rain. 7. Sounds we can't hear. Infrasound and ultrasound. Did you know that some sounds are too high or too low for humans to hear? Infrasound is a sound with a very low frequency. Elephants use infrasound to talk to each other from far away. On the other hand, ultrasound has a very high frequency. Bats use ultrasound to find their way in the dark. Doctors also use ultrasound to look inside the body. Sound is more amazing than we think. Questions. 1. What is infrasound? A. A very low sound that humans cannot hear. A very high sound. C. A type of music. A part of the ear. 2. What is frequency? A how high or low a sound is. B. A type of energetic, a color in the sky. A kind of tree. 3. What is ultrasound? A. A very high sound that humans cannot hear. A loud noisic. A musical instrumented. A type of wave in water. 4. How do bats use ultrasound? A. To find their way in the dark, to scare animals, to talk to people, to make music. 5. How do doctors use ultrasound? A. To look inside the body, to talk to animals, to clean teeth, to measure air pressure. 8. The invisible light. Infrared and ultraviolet. We can see light, but not all light. Infrared light is a type of light we cannot see, but we can feel its heat. It is used in night vision cameras to see in the dark. Ultraviolet UV light is another type of invisible light. The sun gives off UV light, which can cause sunburn if we stay outside too long. Scientists use UV light to study bacteria and other tiny things. Light is full of surprises. Questions. 1. What is infrared light? A type of invisible light that gives heat. A kind of plant. A color in the sky. A sound from the sun. 2. What is heat? A warmth from the sun or fire. A type of sound. C. A kind of rock. A type of food. 3. What is ultraviolet UV light? A type of light that can cause sunburn. A type of food. C. A loud noise. A kind of animal. 4. What is sunburn? A damage to the skin from too much UV light. A type of tree. A cold drink. A type of cloud. 5. How do scientists use bacteria? A. To study tiny life forms, to clean houses, to make food taste better, to create rain. 9. The magic of catalysts. Some chemical reactions happen too slowly, but catalysts can help. A catalyst is something that speeds up a reaction without being used up. In our bodies, we have special catalysts called enzymes that help digest food. Factories use catalysts to make important materials like plastic. Even plants use catalysts to turn sunlight into energy. Without catalysts, life would be much slower. Questions. 1. What is a catalyst? As something that speeds up a reaction, a type of food. C. A musical instrumented. A kind of rock. 2. What is a reaction? A process where substances change. A type of book. A kind of fish. A type of cloud. 3. What are enzymes? A special catalysts in our bodies that help digest food. A type of bacteria. A kind of watered. A part of the tree. 4. What are materials? A things used to make products. A type of light. A kind of animal. A sound in the ocean. 5. How do plants use energy? A. To turn sunlight into food, to make noise, to grow rocks, to create plastic. 10. How do robots work? Robots are machines that can think and move. They have a computer inside that acts like a brain. Some robots have sensors to help them see and feel the world. They also have motors to help them move. A program tells the robot what to do, like picking up an object or talking. Robots help us in many ways, from cleaning houses to exploring space. Questions. 1. What is a computer inside a robot used for? A. To act like a brain, to make music, to cook food, to grow plants. 2. What do sensors help a robot do? A. See and feel the world, make sound. C. Eat food, sleep at night. 3. What are motors used for? A. To help the robot move. Up, to store water, to make robots bigger, to clean robots. 4. What is a program? A set of instructions that tells the robot what to do. A kind of movie. A book for robots. A type of animal. 5. How do robots help us in space? A. They explore places humans cannot go. They cook food. C. They bring rain. They grow plants.